Böyle. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I think it's occupied.
This is great.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a toilet in there.
There is. It's in.
To cite something, to cite someone, to incite again, to instigate, bear witness to and touch, memory and surface. An archive that makes visible the fallout of modernity and the possibility of doing it over, of organizing things differently, identifying subject and or site perhaps not. Form as mirage, murky, manipulated in analog or digitized segmentation, as though corresponding the feeling or atmosphere of a time, linear to fragmented, in shadow, in light, via a body, a birth of sight. A particular being, a resounding murmur, an almost silence, like that of wings folding back, wings of angels over organ pipes, of birds perched in the rafters or alighted on tiling. Here, you might strain your ear to the crackle of film or whir of projection fan, soft exhalations of the figure beside you, crinkle of skin in the cold. Light flickers across screens, pools slowly seeping. You pause for your senses to adjust. First scanning the room and then moving within it, perception sharpening to surroundings. Typically matter of fact, performing again and again, at home inside the situation. You see daily life, which changes like moods, like daylight, with each salutation. On the ground and above, you read the passing of days, nights, weeks, seasons, years, without beginning or end, a cycle merging with the eternal. Still, you know, the depiction before you is of a pastime, escaped. Open-ended, maybe to return. Eventually, experiences of oral and visual echoes cohere to form internal syntax you attempt to make sense of. An initially unknown place, the environment is immersive and so impossible, later to fully recall or describe. What remains with you is an impression, an etch that dwells in your mind. Your perspective shifts again. The video, you realize, forms a passageway to an expanded world, one with color flecks and textures, rhythms of repetitions or surprising jerks. Drawn towards its open center, you enter. An expanded world, expanded body, produced by multiple threads, minimal gestures, a careful reading, writing, behaving of texts, dilatory sounds, handmade objects, continuous snaking, acoustic play. Lumen drawings in the dark. The eye glimpse of entities traveling with mysterious urgency. Film unfurls like roads to Scotland. You're reminded of the works of Margaret Tate. The feel of sweat and oil and weather, Watching a sunset through a wing mirror leaves us clutching for something, like rays through stained glass and questioning belief. From the deep earth of childhood, lost. Grace notes evident, a rising ripple through recording device. Ear, eye, camera, the land singing back. A world, a transitional object, glowing beyond its utility, captured in relation to something else, to make a picture of what you're hearing as you're listening to it, what you're observing as you go through or pass by it. Do you remember, they whisper, hiding and revealing things. A series of actions, a ritual montage, as a metaphor for rearrangement, remembering and erasing, propelling forwards like the poetic vehicle of Joan Jonas's film Mirage, inspired by Maya Deren's unedited footage of Haitian voodoo rituals, in which Jonas draws figures on a blackboard, over and over again, only to erase them with her waving hand, dashing dazzling possibilities with each interruption. Visual cuts occur by turning the light on and off as if in flutter. On and off the light in flutter. An embodiment of hope, of intimacy. On and off, rest to restlessness. An embodiment of doubt, cuts occurring by the light, alive like paused moths. Between history and fiction, never addressing events as exactly knowable, somehow interchangeable, hovering, floating, like phosphenes in the eye, like sleep in the duct, the action of seeing, understanding, confronting, emitting, living, a projected continuum, pushing references in one direction or another. Rereading possibility, realizing a vision, a law, an emblem, a bricolage, preserving this interval, speculating the next. To understand what is with you and what is not. Absent images, present images, presenting, representing, positioning, and again, between fiction and fact, the caprice of history and its documentation exploded into what you might come to call a dream state. By night you might dream, and now, here you might too. A performance outside of a concrete reference. All we have left are images, and what to do with them. A burst of heat from the camera comes. Warmth, signal, and voice forwarding now.
This is yeah. Story at her tone.
pre-stretched canvas that was perched against the windowsill in my Rococo living room. At that point, I was painting in the pure subconscious. It was like a supernatural Ouija board, but a sexy one. My arm was being dragged here and there in all sorts of obtuse angles. The rest was a blur. And then, whilst we lay there in post-coital bliss, I realized something fairly profound. As we stared lovingly into each other's eyes, I noticed in my peripheral vision that the painting itself was iconic. It was, for lack of a better word, gorgeous, formally and conceptually. I was so lost in this act of pure pleasure that that's what formed on the canvas. There was no pretension, no wit, no irony, no sincerity, just pure purity. Now you might be thinking, why hasn't he shown this anywhere? If it's as great as I say it is, which it is, why isn't it hanging in the Louvre right this minute? Well, there's an answer to that. I didn't get into this to gain recognition or have my praises sung. It's about creating great paintings. And this one, well, call me superstitious, but this is my Dorian Gray portrait. Part of my soul is in there. It's just too precious. It's my Pieta, my Guernica, my Starry Night. Maybe it'll be shown to the public when I'm dead, who knows. But for now, you'll have to make do with the plate paintings. I mean, that's a whole other story, the plates and how they came about. It was all very Newtonian and Darwinian and primal. You know, plates and gravity have never been easy bedfellows, and yet, here they are. I often used to worry whether two very fine shards of plate would collide and would accidentally split the atom. Instant worldwide meltdown. But all that added to the element of danger. It was present in the process, and it's evident in the paintings. Giotto, Masaccio, Rembrandt, Dürer, Bosch, Titian, Caravaggio, Picasso, Warhol. Yours truly. Sounds familiar. You can't will yourself into the canon, though in my case you can. I guess I made the paintings. I guess I made the films. Call it narcissism, call it egoism, call it what you will. That's what keeps us all going. You know where to find me.
Nice. Ah, this is the pub?
Really?
Huh? This is the pub?
Maybe.
Seaford Crescent.
Or maybe it's like the way out.
Ah, okay. This is nice. Yeah, okay. Kinda drunk because of this London gin. It's kinda strong, but I'm trailing behind them to document this friggin' pub trail that we're heading. Okay, Liam told us that there's a nice pub ahead. So that's Pamina and Alessandro, and in the front that's Justin, Len, and Tanat from Thailand. Okay, it's Seaford Crescent because I might forget it someday. And I've been sitting some foot here. Okay, please don't kill us, vehicle. Okay, my gin is about to run out, but we're heading to the pub, to the friggin' pub, and we're actually heading there, and it's kinda drunk already from this friggin' church that they have a show in there. It's kinda amazing how they were able to pull off that show in the church of actually people are still up in this neighborhood. We're just passing by their houses. These guys are looking for the pub after a show. My hands are freezing actually. It's so cold. I never wear gloves. It's only when I'm riding a bicycle that I'm wearing gloves.
Have you ever considered the fact?
I'm so trailing behind them, and I walks so slow because I always keep on stopping over and keep like being afar from them just to see the place and document somehow. And this is the Naughty Fox. This is Naughty Fox pub. Okay, I have to stop for a while just to see. This is Naughty Fox. It's in the first. It's creepy.